I know Julian. I know David McBride very well. And I currently represent Dan Duggan. Last week, the United States government served papers through the Australian Federal Police to seize the home of Dan's wife. That will become public shortly. Australia, acting as an agent for the United States government, has issued documents to seize the home at Jamberoo, built largely by the work and efforts of Dan's wife. Can you imagine the psychological impact last week of doing that to a mother of 6 children? So we are not just representing David today. We went through 9 years of coalition government. Corrupt, devious, in many respects, evil government. It was not a government. It was an occupation of our country by a gang of villains. I served in France not more than 20 years after the Second World War. France was going through all of the agonies of occupation, and in our village, I lived away out of Paris. In fact, I lived in the French nuclear research village. I can't go into that why, but collaboration was still an issue in our village. People had to sit elsewhere in church. Now, we had an occupation in this country, and we should see what it's about. We're still suffering the wounds of occupation. It's not just the weakness and timidity of the Albanese government, it's the overflow of occupation. And who were the main collaborators? They are over across the lake in the bureaucracy. And they include all the mates appointed to the tribunals by the corrupt government. Now, what has failed to happen is that the national security clique across the lake have remained in place. As Professor James Curran says, the entire skill set of the coalition, the occupation, are still directing our policies, such as in relation to China. Now, so we must see what we're here for. We're here during the overflow of the occupation. We need to support the good members of the governing party, the Labor Party. I recall coming here one freezing morning and seeing a young, heavily pregnant woman holding a placard. I didn't know who she was. She was holding a placard with my face on it. I thought for a while I should be a gentleman and take the placard from her, but I thought I don't want to hold up my own face. That turned out to be my local member, Alicia Payne. She doesn't get anywhere because she's not alone. There is something wrong in the Labor Party at the moment. There's something seriously wrong, and we need to support the right people there. I'm not going to get involved in the political issues. I'm too busy trying to help Dan Duggan and his wife and 6 children. What we need to do is to continue the fight all the way during David's prosecution. It's only part of the overflow from the occupation years by that gang who occupied the country. I'm very proud to be here in front of you. I'm very happy not to be in jail myself. Thank you.